He joined us last time and he opened his set with, "I'm bisexual and I've just started stand-up," and I made a joke about how in a year's time he'd be an addict. So, pay attention to those peoples. Hey, teach a pun. But also, we have something to plug that I am going to read, if that's okay. He has a show coming up as part of Worcester Comedy Festival on July 29th at 5 p.m. at Arch Rivals. I remember this bit. With two other comics, so we've got Calvin Fox and also Kayla James, who you'll know has done a few sets here. And the show is called That Will Show the Girls from School. Ooh. So without further ado, welcome to the stage. Destiny's Child are getting back together. It's Jake Garrett!
Hello! Everybody good? Yeah. Shame. No, for the one person that said no. I feel it. I'll be honest with you, I've had a headache for 2 days. I was bedridden yesterday. So I'm here out of spite. My name's Jake Garrett. I'm 24. You don't look 24, fucker. I'm mixed race though. I am mixed race. I'm aware I don't look it, but I am. I'm half Amish. And half gay. It's a weird mix because the hand I was dealt. I am bisexual. I am an addict, but to comedy. I hate myself. So I am bisexual. So the way that I describe that to the straight gigs that I do is that I embody the mantra that any hole is a goal. Essentially what I'm saying with that is you're all in danger. I'll be honest with you, that's my favourite joke I've ever written. Not because it's the funniest or because it's particularly clever. It's my favourite gig because at gigs like this, it's a bit of light-hearted fun. I've done gigs to 2 people. Changes the vibe a little bit, doesn't it? Goes from, you're all in danger, to you're in danger. Lock the doors. Turn the lights down low. Put some music on that softens the I'm on the dating apps. Anyone here on the dating apps? Give a cheer. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I've been sat at the back of the room scrolling through Grindr and figuring out how many of the audience are in. Dating apps, I'm on quite a few. Tinder, that's the first one people always talk about, Tinder. It's kind of like your main one of all the dating apps. It's the thing with Tinder that gets me is I go on there and I'm scrolling through, and all I see are like 8s, 9s and 10s, right? That's rating out of 10, not years old. But it always begs the question for me, because all I ever see are 8s, 9s and 10s, but I'm from Coventry. I don't know if, did Coventry just get a whoop? Cocaine is one hell of a drug, I should probably try that. But you know what I mean, like almost everyone I know has been on Tinder at some point, and I don't know many 8s, 9s or 10s. It got me thinking though, like, is that what Tinder Gold is? You pay that extra like £45 a week or however much it is nowadays, and it just opens the back door to where they keep all the munters. I'll be honest with you, I would pay it, but I don't get many paid gigs, so maybe tonight. Next up on the list though, Bumble. I quite like Bumble. Mainly for the reason of it's a very, those of you, most of you all know it's a very progressive dating app in that the women message first. I think it's a great move because as a bisexual man, I'm gay enough to know that men ain't shit. But I'm straight enough that I'm still part of the problem. But I was explaining to some friends at a house party recently just about how bad it can be, for especially women online. And they were like, oh, it can't be that bad, can't be that bad. So we were at this house party, and I said to one of the girls that was with us, I was like, can we just show these lads just how bad it can be? Can we set up a dating app profile, using all your information, and just see how long it takes you to get a weird message? She was like, absolutely, these lads need to know. I shit you not, she got an unsolicited dick pic before we finished setting up the profile. Admittedly, it was me. People are shooting something. Look, I saw an opening. I mean, I didn't see the opening. I was trying. But next up, though, Hinge. I quite like Hinge. It's advertised as being more intellectual, more conversation starter. But most of the profiles on there, pretty much all of them will say something along the lines of, like, what is it you look for in a partner? Most of them will say, they've got to be funny. Got to be funny. So I just send them a link to my YouTube videos. The views are doing great. I've had 2 replies. Both of them heckling. One from my auntie. But I get asked a lot about Grindr. I'll be honest with you, I don't use it because men terrify me. But I did find out recently though, like most of the dating apps, they'll give you like a rough distance to the person you match with, and most of them will use miles because it's a perfectly valid form of measurement. Why does Grindr use feet? First off, who uses feet anyway? It's a weird unit of measurement, and also it's just too specific. Because in my mind, there's one of 2 things happening with that. Either getting men are using it to like slowly like circle in on their prey, like a rainbow shark. I mean, instead of like the Jaws theme tune, it's just like Beyonce. Or homophobes are using it to plan attacks. I'll be honest with you, I've got a level of respect for it. They're putting the groundwork in. If someone's put that much effort into beating the shit out of me, frankly, they deserve it. But I did recently, though, I found out about a new dating app. I didn't think it was a real thing. Have any of you heard of Facebook dating? That was a big, what? Yeah. That's what I thought. Someone said it, and I was like, no, that's just a Facebook marketplace. You know, you go on, you scroll through, and you just see like £20 all nearest offer. Free to a good home we've collected in the next 3 hours. I would have to draw a line if you could filter by size and colour. I think that'd be a bit too close to the line there. But my next question though is, does it go off your friends list? No. I'm glad it doesn't, because I've got my nan on Facebook. Lovely woman. And I'm sure she gets very lonely in that big inheritance pot that she lives in. Look, I love the woman, I really do. But it's a 5-bedroom, semi-detached house in a picturesque village. You know what I mean? It's swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Mainly because that's what I'm trying to push her off. But people often talk though about the bank of mum and dad. But I have to say, I'm a proud customer of Nan Tander. That's my favourite joke because it's fucking awful. I took a leaf out of Garrett's book. I love you, Gareth. Please book me again. I don't know what he said. All I heard was like, it sounded more like a cat than anything else. Meow. Meow. I've just started flirting now. I've completely forgot where I was going. My nan dying. That was it. But it's one of them though. Like I just feel like there are some things that would ruin the dynamic of a grandparent-grandchild situation, and me seeing my nan trying to get her leg over would probably ruin it. Mainly because she'll pop her hip out, and I'll have to put it back in for her. Her hip, not the. Anyway, you guys have been absolutely fantastic. I've been Jake Garrett. Keep supporting this night. I'll see you in a bit.
Jake Garrett, everybody! Jake talking about